There is a thief that enters your home every single night. It doesn't steal your jewelry or your electronics. It steals something far more valuable: your strength, your mobility, and your independence. This thief is silent, patient, and incredibly effective. It works while you are completely unaware, during the one time you believe you are safest, while you sleep. For decades, you've been told that 8 hours of sleep is the cornerstone of recovery and health. But what if I told you that, after the age of 50, that same 8-hour period becomes the most destructive window of your entire day, for the one tissue that defines your vitality, your muscle? This silent thief has a scientific name: sarcopenia. It's the gradual, age-related loss of muscle mass and function. And its favorite time to operate is under the cover of darkness. The truth is, while your mind is recharging, your body is fasting, and this extended fast triggers a state of breakdown, or catabolism, that your younger self could easily handle. But now, the math is changed. If you are serious about not just living longer, but living stronger, then you need to understand how to turn your sleep from a liability into a powerful anabolic opportunity. Make sure you subscribe to this channel right now, because the information in this documentary is the key to locking your door against this nightly intruder for good. Let's break down why this happens. When you go to bed, you begin what is essentially the longest period of fasting in your 24-hour cycle. Your body, needing a constant supply of amino acids to support essential functions like immune response and organ maintenance, has to get them from somewhere. Without any incoming protein from food, it turns to the most convenient reservoir it has: your skeletal muscle. It begins to systematically break down your hard-earned muscle tissue to release those vital amino acids into the bloodstream. For a 30-year-old, the muscle-building signals during the day are strong enough to easily repair this nightly damage, and then some. But after 50, those daytime signals weaken, and the nightly breakdown starts to win the war of attrition. This is the central paradox we've been missing. We focus on our workouts, our daytime meals, and our protein shakes immediately after the gym. Yet we completely ignore the most catabolic, muscle-wasting period of our entire day. It's like meticulously building a sandcastle all afternoon, only to leave it unprotected for the tide to wash it away overnight. The conventional wisdom has failed to address this crucial window. The solution, therefore, is not more intense workouts or more protein during the day. The most powerful and leveraged tool you have to combat sarcopenia is a strategy that is almost entirely overlooked: a specific, targeted approach to nighttime nutrition. So, the critical question becomes, what is the precise biological switch that flips inside your body when you fall asleep? What are the specific hormonal cascades and cellular signals that tell your muscles to begin sacrificing themselves? Understanding this mechanism isn't just academic, it's the key to disarming the process. There is a specific metabolic trigger that initiates this breakdown. And more importantly, there is a simple, science-backed nutritional protocol that can be implemented just before bed to completely shut it down. It ensures your body has the resources it needs through the night, transforming your sleep from a catabolic crisis into an anabolic, muscle-preserving state. And in the next part, we will reveal exactly what that trigger is. To counteract this nightly thievery, we must understand the body's primary defense mechanism, a process called muscle protein synthesis, or MP. This is the biological trigger for muscle repair and growth. Think of it as the body's own construction crew, ready to rebuild what the day has broken down. For decades, we associated this process almost exclusively with the hour after a workout. But what science is now revealing is a second, equally potent opportunity: a nightly anabolic window. While you sleep, your body releases crucial growth hormones, creating the perfect physiological environment for repair. The problem, as we established, is that this construction crew has no materials to work with. We send them to the job site, but forget to deliver the bricks and mortar. The solution, then, is to provide a slow, steady supply of these building materials, amino acids, throughout the entire night. This is where the type of protein you consume becomes absolutely critical. A fast-digesting protein, like whey, is fantastic after a workout because it floods your system with amino acids almost instantly, kicking MPS into high gear. But that spike is short. Consuming it before bed is like giving your construction crew all their materials at 9 p.m. By midnight, the supplies are gone, and the crew sits idle for the rest of their shift. What we need for our 8-hour sleep window is the opposite: a trickle charge, protein that releases its amino acids methodically, hour after hour, ensuring the crew is never without work to do. This brings us to the unsung hero of nighttime nutrition: casein protein. Casein is the dominant protein found in milk, and it behaves uniquely in the stomach. Unlike whey, It curdles and forms a gel-like substance, which digests at a remarkably slow pace. This creates a sustained, gradual release of amino acids into your bloodstream for up to 7 or 8 hours. Groundbreaking research has consistently shown that consuming casein before sleep doesn't just prevent the body from breaking down muscle tissue for energy. It actively stimulates muscle protein synthesis throughout the night. It effectively flips the script, turning a catabolic, muscle-wasting state into an anabolic, muscle-building one. The silent thief is replaced by a silent builder. So, where do we find this nutritional powerhouse? The first and most accessible category is dairy. Specifically, plain Greek yogurt and low-fat cottage cheese are the gold standard choices for a pre-sleep meal. A single cup of cottage cheese, for example, can pack over 25 grams of high-quality, slow-digesting casein protein. Greek yogurt offers a similar profile. These aren't just protein sources. They are functional foods perfectly engineered for this purpose. They provide the slow-release fuel needed to sustain muscle repair all night long, with minimal fats or sugars that could otherwise disrupt sleep quality. They are, in essence, the ideal fuel to load into your system before the long fast of sleep. By strategically consuming one of these casein-rich foods, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, you are fundamentally changing your body's overnight directive from self-destruction to self-reconstruction. You are not just preventing loss. You are actively promoting growth while you rest. This simple habit transforms sleep from a passive, vulnerable period into an active, productive one for your long-term health and strength. But this immediately raises two critical questions. First, what is the precise amount needed to trigger this anabolic effect? Is a small spoonful enough, or do you need a full bowl? And more importantly, what about those who cannot or choose not to consume dairy? Are they left without a defense against this nightly decay? So, what is the magic number we've been alluding to? The answer isn't a single digit, but a powerful, evidence-backed range. Extensive research has identified a sweet spot for pre-sleep protein, between 20 and 40 grams. This specific window is crucial. Consuming less than 20 grams may not provide a strong enough signal to trigger robust muscle protein synthesis, particularly in older adults. On the other hand, going far beyond 40 grams yields diminishing returns, as the body can only utilize so much at once for repair, converting the excess into energy instead of muscle tissue. This leads us to a simple, actionable guideline, the 30-gram rule. Consider this your nightly target. It's a potent dose, sufficient to maximize the anabolic response during sleep for most adults. While the optimal amount can vary slightly based on body weight and activity level, 30 grams serves as a fantastic and scientifically supported starting point. The goal isn't perfection, but consistency. Establishing a routine of hitting this target provides your muscles with the steady stream of amino acids they desperately need to counteract the catabolic forces of an overnight fast and actively rebuild while you rest. But what if dairy isn't an option for you? Fortunately, the world of plant-based proteins offers powerful alternatives. High-quality soy and pea protein powders are excellent choices. Soy is a complete protein, containing all essential amino acids, while pea protein is particularly rich in leucine, the key trigger for muscle growth. If you're finding these science-backed strategies valuable for our health journey, taking a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel ensures you won't miss the crucial next steps. It's a simple action that helps us continue bringing you this vital information. Beyond powders, the principle of protein combining is your greatest tool. Most individual plant sources, like beans, lentils, nuts, and grains are incomplete, meaning they lack sufficient amounts of one or more essential amino acids. However, by strategically combining them, you create a complete profile. The classic example is rice and beans. What one source is low in, the other provides in abundance. This could be as simple as a spoonful of almond butter on whole grain toast or a bowl of lentil soup. This nutritional synergy is the key to unlocking the full muscle-building power of plants. So, we've established our target, a consistent 20 to 40 gram dose of protein before bed, sourced from either high-quality dairy or intelligently combined plant foods. This is the foundation for turning sleep into an anabolic opportunity. But what if even the perfect amount of the best protein is underperforming in your body? Think of protein as the bricks for building muscle, but you still need the mortar to hold them together. There are specific catalyst nutrients, vitamins and minerals that unlock and amplify protein's power. Without these essential partners, your efforts are incomplete. What are these hidden helpers? So, you've dialed in your 30 grams of slow-digesting protein, thinking the job is done. But that protein is just raw material, the bricks at a construction site. To build the structure, you need a skilled crew. This is where catalyst nutrients come in. These micronutrients don't just support muscle growth, they actively enable it, unlocking your body's full anabolic potential during sleep. We're talking about three powerful allies most people overlook in their quest for gains: magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D. Without them, the protein you're consuming is working at a fraction of its capacity, making your efforts far less effective. Let's start with magnesium, the ultimate relaxation mineral. It's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, critical for muscle function, including energy production and regulating muscle contractions. It's just as important for letting your muscles relax as it is for making them fire, a process paramount for deep tissue repair during sleep. A deficiency, which is surprisingly common, can lead to cramps and poor sleep quality by disrupting rest-promoting neurotransmitters. To supercharge your pre-sleep meal, simply add a handful of almonds or a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds to your Greek yogurt for a powerful, synergistic effect. Next up is the dynamic duo, zinc and vitamin D. Zinc is non-negotiable for muscle growth. It's a key player in protein synthesis, the act of turning amino acids into new muscle tissue. It also plays a crucial role in regulating anabolic hormones like testosterone, which are fundamental for recovery during deep sleep. Vitamin D, which acts more like a hormone, is just as vital. Studies directly link optimal vitamin D levels with improved muscle strength and function. The synergy is powerful. Zinc helps build the tissue, and vitamin D ensures that tissue is strong and ready to perform. But knowing what asterisk to eat is only half the battle. The other half is when eating a dense meal and immediately lying down leads to digestive discomfort, acid reflux, and bloating, all of which will torpedo your sleep quality. If your sleep is compromised, your muscle recovery is compromised. The ideal window is roughly 60 to 90 minutes before bed. This gives your body time to begin digestion so you can lie down comfortably, while ensuring the slow-release nutrients are working their magic all night long, fueling a deeply restorative, anabolic sleep. You now have the formula: the right protein, supercharged with catalytic nutrients, consumed in the optimal time window. It seems foolproof. However, this strategy can be completely derailed by silent saboteurs in your evening routine. Certain foods and habits, many considered harmless, act like kryptonite to your recovery. They can spike the wrong hormones, create inflammation, and disrupt the very sleep architecture you're trying to optimize. What you avoid before bed is just as important as what you consume, and we're about to expose these hidden growth killers. We've built the perfect anabolic environment, but it can be shattered by nighttime saboteurs. The first, and most common, is refined sugar. That late-night treat triggers a rapid blood sugar spike, followed by a massive insulin surge. The inevitable crash signals an emergency to your body, causing it to release stress hormones like cortisol. This hormonal chaos is the direct enemy of deep sleep. It actively blocks the release of precious growth hormone and shifts your body from a state of repair into a state of stress, nullifying your hard work from the day. The second saboteur often masquerades as a sleep aid: alcohol. While it might induce drowsiness, the quality of that sleep is severely compromised. Alcohol is a potent suppressor of REM sleep, which is critical for mental restoration. More importantly, it can slash your natural production of human growth hormone by up to 70%. As your liver works overtime to metabolize it, a rebound effect often wakes you later in the night. Combined with dehydration, it creates a terrible environment for muscle repair, making that nightcap a net loss for your physical goals. Finally, we have the large, heavy, or overly fatty meal. Consuming a huge meal before bed forces your body to divert critical energy resources to digestion instead of cellular repair. This process can also raise your core body temperature, a direct signal to your brain to stay awake. High-fat meals are especially disruptive, as they slow down stomach emptying and can cause acid reflux when you lie down. This leads to fragmented, poor-quality sleep, preventing you from ever reaching the deepest, most restorative stages where real recovery happens. Let's put this all together into a simple, actionable plan. Here are 2 perfect blueprints. First, the recovery classic: a cup of plain Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with a handful of almonds for slow digesting protein and magnesium. Second, the plant-powered restorer: a simple shake with a scoop of soy or pea protein, unsweetened almond milk, and a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds for that crucial zinc. As our mandatory disclaimer, please remember these are general guidelines. Always consult with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet. Your nighttime nutrition isn't a chore. It's a powerful tool for building a stronger body. You now have the complete strategy, from the right nutrients to the saboteurs to avoid. In our next video, we're exposing the single biggest morning routine mistake that destroys your energy for the entire day. You won't want to miss it, so ensure you're subscribed with notifications turned on. Before you go, I have a question for you. What is your current go-to nighttime snack? Share it in the comments below. Let's build a list of great ideas together.